You are live. Yes, come on in, people. This is Said Larry J. Say my name, say my name. When no one is around you, I love you. I ain't playing no games. Say my name, say my name. You acting kind of shady. Some of y'all are shady. And calling me baby. Come and say my name. Say my name, say my name. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. You ain't playing games. Say my name, say my. You acting kind of shady. Let me, baby. Come on, say my name. When the other day I was home, you was okay. People tell the truth. Oh, shout out to Beyonce. Hey, everybody, everybody. Welcome. Just come on in. Make yourself home. It's Funday Friday, everyone. I got my watches grape juice. Cheers. I remember this guy I used to work with. I got this glass from him because he was an alcoholic. And so he gave me the glass because I gave it to him because they knew he liked dark liquor. So he gave it to me. I'm like, I don't drink like that, but I could just drink my little Welcher juice. But anyway, I hope you all are having a wonderful. I hope you all had a wonderful week. Hopefully, none of you didn't go to these people's job and cuss them out. And it was actually early voting week, where if you took the time out to go out and vote, cast your vote, and it's not too late. I want to say the last day or the election of runoff day is December the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So go on out there and vote. Cast your vote. Let your voice be heard. Say it loud to the mountain. Cry out to Mount Zion. Let your voice be heard. So make sure you go. Speaking of voting, I had always thought about, because them people when you go vote, they nicest people. You go in and vote, they say right over there. She'll be able to assist you right up. Just step right over there. They will help you. Just step right there and they will help you process this. You can go have a seat. Let me see your license, please. And they verify. They're so kind. So I always thought about it. I say, you know what? I wouldn't mind working the poll. So I was like, well, hmm. And then I had mentioned to somebody. And they was like, well, I think they volunteer. No, 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 no. I said they volunteer. I said, oh, we don't do volunteer work over here. With correction. Only volunteer work we do it for close friends, family, and outreach ministry. If we volunteer for outreach ministry. But if you want me to work them polls, well, I have to be compensated for that. And they were like, well, no, I don't think. Now, really, what they said was because when you go in there, it's mostly all older people. I'm like, it ain't mostly all older people because when I went in early voted this week, it was a little girl. She was in there. She was a young lady. She was screaming at the people pretty much because they want to be off their cell phone. And it's a sign up there for you walk in the door that says something about no cell phones, put up your cell phone. So she came out there and pointed to the door and said, no, please make sure you put up your cell phone and turn it off when you come in. Sign right there. Sign right there. I don't mean to yell at y'all. And I'm saying to myself, you just did. She said, but people have been coming in. When I get in there, I was confused because I started seeing people on their cell phones and I'm like, didn't that lady say not to be on the cell phone? So they was on the cell phones anyway. But she came out. She said, "Can you please put up your cell phones? No cell phones, please. Thank you." People act like they cannot live without their cell phone, and I'm like, well, "What is the problem? You can't be off your phone for at least 5 minutes." Don't understand. Some of y'all would probably fall over off the balcony if you left your phone in the house and you was going somewhere. You probably turn your car over, flip it over, Dumbo. I said, this don't make any sense. So I went and voted, but then I was like, well, You know, when we was having that conversation, I was like, we don't do. And they was like, well, how much would you want to make if you work the polls at the polls? I said they didn't have to pay me. We won't talk about compensation on this live of what I said, but they have to pay me somewhat of an hour. And I was talking with the lady, the backtrack. When I had gotten up next before I went to the table to give them people my ID, and they be on that iPad and stuff. The lady, she was sitting there, and she said, "How you doing today?" I said, "I'm doing great." She said, "That's good." She said, "I'm sitting up here, I'm about half asleep." I said, "Really?" I said, "Now I know if I was sitting there all day, I probably don't went to sleep and then had these people on autopilot." Okay, y'all see when the person get up from their table, that means you go over there. You shouldn't be asking me, "Can I go next?" Yeah, you should go next. You don't have to ask me that. Then you see them leave. So I was thinking about stuff like that, and I told the lady, I said, "Well, you have a good day." And they're the most friendliest people. They really are. I don't know how long I would have been telling them people that y'all can't be on y'all cell phones. That didn't make any sense. But to each its own. I hope you all had a wonderful thanks because we already in December. December is slapping us in the face. I went home for Thanksgiving. I ate good. Now I got to get this weight off of me because we had so much food. I mean, just so much. What did you have? We had my uncle. He did a baked ham. He grilled the turkey. He baked the turkey. He did a pork loin on the grill, and it was some rice, some gravy. I hope cooked the gravy, potato souffle that my grandma just thought that I was just gonna forget that I put the marshmallows on when she was the one that put it in the oven. And asked her, did she want me to put the marshmallows on? Why would I forget? So some dressing, some seafood dressing, macaroni and cheese, collards, chitlins. Now them chitlins, I did not eat any of it because it was so many stories behind them chitlins. Because one of my uncles, he had washed and cleaned them and seasoned them. Then my grandma went behind them and seasoned them. I said, this lady be trying to kill people. She be trying to take people out. I said, I am not. And I was over there stirring. She told me, stir the chitlins. Okay. They should be done now. You could cut. I looked at them chitlins. I said, I would not be eating any of them. I let I let the children, the aunts and the uncles eat some of them. See they come out good then. We know they good. And they still couldn't eat them. And I think it was some cornbread. Then we had a blueberry cheesecake. I made the blueberry cheesecake. A German chocolate cake that my cousin made, a pound cake, and then it was like some chocolate cake had gotten from somebody, but I didn't share a lot of that. I share a good portion of it. And I'm trying to think. I think yeah, I said collards. Oh yeah, string beans and baby lima beans and potato salad. That's what we had. So it was a lot of food. And so some of it, I mean, I ate some of it, and also some of it, I took some to a close friend of mine and everything, so they would have some food as well. And I was trying to more, but my grandma told me some. You fixing them another plate? Yes, because this food gonna get thrown away. It was so much food. I'm like, why are you sitting up there being the food policeman? Especially if you were sitting there and you, I mean, people bought this food. And so I said, yeah, and then how about one of my other uncles? Sadly, he threw all that food in the trash. They were fussing. He threw that food away. You sat there and let him your house. And I was saying to myself, good he threw it away. It was good he threw it away. Because see, when I tried to help give it away, somebody else wants some food. Okay, it's plenty of it. See, this is the type of stuff that you put up with when you go to kids. Like it's really not that serious about food. People be acting like they ain't never had no food before. Like I'll be like, come on, it's just food. Then he threw it all away. It was funny to me. He didn't even check to see who. I on a minute. Let me go get my. Let me go get my. Because I'll be sitting up here talking. Just be patient. I'll be sitting up here talking, and my battery if you don't went dead. Okay, I know y'all still hear me talking, but I'm coming, y'all. I gotta go get my charger. But it's a shame. But it's a shame that people cut up about food like that so much. I'm like, y'all ignorant black people. I started to say that other word, but I'm trying to not to say that word as much because y'all know, just in case people look at my videos, I tell them it is what it is. But I'm like, y'all act like y'all ain't never had no food before. Like all this food in here. Oh goodness. Let me get down. I'm saying to myself, they act like they ain't had no food. Why would you if I called if I call these people one more time, you know what? Let me see. This thing better connect right. It say your connection is unstable. I know this thing been I mess up my life. Or Xfinity, y'all gonna credit in my account again because you can't get your stuff right. Y'all gonna get y'all stuff right with me. I don't care if y'all don't get it right, but y'all gonna credit my account. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have y'all some type of indication or something. It don't even have to be that. I'm calling y'all, y'all gonna credit me. Because I don't pay this type of money like I have. I'm paying this type of money like I have some type of bootleg service that I don't rigged up from somebody else. And I have Xfinity, who is well known. It used to be Comcast and everything else, and then it has the audacity to say, "Oh, okay, we reconnecting." Why we reconnecting? I have the most highest, powerful speed internet. It is. I have the top of the notch stuff that you all have, and it's saying, "Oh, your connection is unstable." No, it ain't gonna be unstable. Y'all Xfinity, y'all are going to actually recompensate me. I'm paying all this money for this, and y'all sitting up there like I'm running. I'm going live like I'm running some bootleg server. These people crazy. I got time today, so that's what happened during our Thanksgiving. It's so funny. Then my mama around there, she want folks to move stuff. Like this ain't no moving company. I do not look like three men on the truck. She knew that the garage need to be cleaned out. But she don't want me. See, she don't want me to clean it out. She wants to be there when it get cleaned out because she like to say, "Well, no, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep it." All of this stuff is trash. Throw it away. You don't want. You don't even know what's in this stuff. Cause some of this stuff I be stealing from the house. I be taking it. She don't even know. She be. I know what you be. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't even know what's in that garage. Oh, I'm like, throw this stuff away, and she won't let me. I said, well, mom, just let me clean it out. I just need for you to go somewhere. Like, get in your truck and go somewhere. Go to Candyland or something. Go, go somewhere. That way I can clean out. Cause I don't ask questions. When I go to cleaning up stuff, I don't ask questions. I remember when I clean out the refrigerator, I ain't ask no questions. I started throwing away stuff. I was cleaning up the kitchen. I started throwing away stuff. You threw away that important mail. It was important. Well, why is it on the kitchen countertop? It must not be important. Mail should not be on the. Why is it on the kitchen counter? If it was important, it should be filed or put in a place like on your work desk or computer desk. That means it's important. That's where it should go. So it went in the trash, out of place, out of order, out of line, out of mind. She was mad. I sat there and I listened. She fussed. I didn't say nothing. Why would I say something? You don't have I don't be understand why y'all feel like y'all always have something to say. I don't always have something to say. I mean, I threw it in the trash. It is what it is. Can't get it back. Rah 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 rah. Rah 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 rah. I'm like, why is this lady up here rowing? You can't get them meal back. But that's what happened during my Thanksgiving. Then I comes back and come to find out there was a killing up here. It was a 12-year-old boy. He had got murdered, killed, somewhere. It was around Atlantic Station. Now, for those of you that are not from Atlanta, Atlantic Station is built in a location around areas that may not be somewhat friendly. So, there may be a mixture of people that actually come to the Atlantic Station. You never know what you may get because it's like right around the corner, right over there. There they go. So then, some news was said that, the 12-year-old boy, his parents didn't know where he was. They didn't know he had left out of sight, out of mind. Oh, it's such a tragic. It's such a tragic because Atlanta is just so horrible. That's why I just stay in the house. Mm. But at the same time, I'm wondering like how y'all not know who y'all kids are or y'all child at. Now I will say with Atlanta, because this is fast city life. Everybody want to live city lifestyle. Now I will say, I remember when I went to the Stonecrest Mall, and that was not too long ago, probably a year or two ago. And I can tell the Stonecrest Mall had changed. The Stonecrest Mall is out in Lithonia, Georgia. And I know some of them folks were dropping their kids off, and I knew those kids was not of age. And it was around about 4 o'clock, and I would hear the folks say, "I'll be back at you at 8 o'clock." Who gonna be with these kids? And the kids, they just go in the mall and they just roam. They roam and they go like to the arcade and all that, but they unsupervised. Like, you know, especially when you talking about, and it's stated that certain places in Atlanta is high sex trafficking. So why would you leave your kids? I would say like with me when I was a 12-year-old boy, my parents did not drop me off at no mall and leave. Cause see, I was raised up from a small town, so when you raise up from a small town, everybody peculiar everything. They're not gonna drop they're not dropping you off at no mall, cause to them, it was always they kidnapped Ryan Hill. If you went somewhere like a city like Valdosta, Albany, you stay close to me. They be kidnapping Ryan Hill. Child just went missing the other day. Half the time, don't know child be no went missing. They just come. A child just went missing the other day. Somebody had just grabbed the child. They was going somewhere in the store, and the child just went missing. As you get older, you find out, your family just be coming up with stuff. Like I was on the phone with a relative today. So we're supposed to be that's if I decide to do it. Planning a family. And he talking, well, did you get the message from your mom? I know I sidebarred. And I'm like, what message? About don't be getting no room for about don't be looking at no rooms for about $500 and $600. Sir, where did you get this information from about $500 and $600? I have never sent y'all no information for no $500 and $600 rooms. Because for number one, I know some of my family cheap and they be want filet mignon prices, but they want to pay McDonald's Happy Meal money. So I said, where did you get this from? You ain't never seen me send y'all no information to my some. Okay, I found some rooms. They $500 and $600 a night. They $1,000 a night. Let's all as the whole family, we just get a suite. I said, these people here. I said now if y'all want to have a nice room, I mean, you're gonna pay a nice price. Don't come to me talking about some of your budget. I don't want to go $50 over no room, but you want a room for about $250 because you say you want it on the beach or something. Y'all shot out in the head crazy. Now back to these kids, because I sidebarred off of that. I forgot. So I was like, well, these kids these parents be dropping, even in the high school. These parents, y'all don't be knowing with y'all kids. So when y'all send them to school, then they need to stay home, but they can stay home. That's another one. But then when they get sick, they can't stay home. You know why? Because they've used up all their days because they done skipped school. I remember I was subbing, and this boy, he came, it was high school. He came in my class, and I could tell he was sick. What you not gonna do? You look like you pale and sick. You not coming up in here. So you stop at the door. You stop right there. Well, Mr. J, well, no, sorry, sorry, you can't pay. Well, what am I supposed to do? Go to the nurse's office. That's what you're supposed to do. You supposed to like this thing is off the. That's you supposed to do. You supposed to go to the nurse's office, not come up in here. Let me grab my phone, take a picture of this. Cause these people, oh it crap is that? I'm like, you supposed to the nurse's office. You're not supposed to come in my class. I need you to leave. He did go to the nurse's office, but then he came back. I wouldn't let him in the class. He had to stand at the door. And I told him, he told me, he said, I can't go home because I don't have any more days. Why you don't have days? You just had to work. Okay, your parents are at work. They work and they think now you finna get rolled up for wearing AWOL because I'm not letting you in here. Now I will at least do you the courtesy of the favor. I may mark you out, but so I sent him back. Well, the nurse sent him back. She said, "Well, tell Mr. J that you have to come and sit in the classroom because you can't sit in here." He comes back. So I said, "Well, I tell you what, you still sitting at the door. I want you to take note and tell this nurse, Mr. J said, and everything that I tell what she up because you're back in my class. And if she wants to see you somewhere, tell her that you can sit there and look at her because you're not coming back in here." I said, "Now tell her my exact words." He told me, "Okay, Mr. J." He never came back neither. And I was daring her to come. I was daring Miss Nurse to come to that class and have a conversation with me. It was just like the other lady. See, this I'm gonna tell you. See, I'm spilling some of the stuff that be going on in the school system. Because some of this stuff, some of y'all faculty, y'all let some of this stuff run rogue and run wild. I was at one school and the little boy, he was sick. He ain't got sick. So the teacher called the parent. The parent told her, the parent say, "Well, he at school with you. He ain't my problem. You gotta take care of that." Well, I called the parent and he say he ain't coming because he at work and he say since his boy at school is child, ain't my responsibility. He our responsibility, and we just have to deal with it because he at work. And then he turned around and he told the lady, and don't call his job no more. He told that lady, don't call his job anymore. So what I tell people, just because you me in the type of way. So the lady, she don't let the man roll. He don't went rogue on her, and then she talking about some, well, he no, he won't need. Think I'm playing because I'm laughing really seriously, but I'm serious at what I'm saying. And she talking about, well, Mr. J, he comes to your class next because you're the class that he comes to next. And I said, I'm telling you, I don't. She said, well, Mr. J, you can't. Yes, I can. I care about my health. Just because you sit yourself up in there and you let him cough and harf all over you, don't mean that he gonna do it with me. Because see, I care about myself and I like my health, and that's why I'm not trying to. Okay, this man already called his job no more, and you don't told him his child's sick. So I told her, I say, you was the one let that man went rogue on you. Because I wouldn't even, it wouldn't phase me because I would have told him, well, sir, I'm giving you these options and the choices are yours. Every day we have choices. Such time to come get your child because your child is sick. Your child cannot be at the school because we cannot have these type of things going around. Now the option for you is You can come pick up your child, or you can send the mother or someone that's on the list to pick them up, but they have to be picked up by this time. If they're not picked up by this time, I am going to do exactly what you say, sir. I am going to deal with this problem because you say it's my problem and I'm going to deal with it. So when defects and the police come knocking at your job, where you working at, just know but no, she sat up there like a wimp. And then when I told her the same thing, I'm like, no, he ain't coming to my class. Just because you let that man went rogue on you, don't mean you should have told him. And I told her the same thing that I would have told him. And she told me, Mr. J, you would have told. Yes, I would have told him that. That's his child. I didn't help make that child. Then your child is school and that child. I got to go to work, make this money. Oh, okay. And you will get off from work from making that money and pick up your child. So I didn't let the child come in my class neither. She told me, I can't believe Mr. J, that ain't right. You right. I'm supposed to let a child come up in my classroom because you sat stuck on stupid and let this man went rogue on you. I said the nerve of people. I don't understand why people think that they let people go off and then they try to go off. And I can be so nice, but you're not finna go off on me. Get mad. This man I'm told you don't call his job no more in your place, and you think you're gonna put me in my. So I'll place you somewhere. I think it's now time to get off this live. So everyone, this is Funday Friday. I hope you all enjoyed the enlightenment. You know, I just get up here and I create words. Is it enlightenment? We'll make it what it is. The enlightenment of this live. I hope it made some of you laugh, some of you empowered. Not I mean, not the end of December, but we're at the end of this year, 2022, in December. So you should be working on goals and to be inspired for 2023, because 2023 is like peeping around the corner. So I hope you all have a nice night. Stay prayed up. And be mindful of the people that you be around. Darn, some of y'all need to be mindful. Y'all be out here accepted so bad by people. So you end up being and you end up welcoming all these people in y'all lives, and y'all bring it back in. Just be mindful of the friends that you make. So you all have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. And I'm gonna call these people at what it is, Xfinity, Infinity and Beyond, and these